the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners, squaring off with another team from the American, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Roadrunners will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Temple's offense will take the field first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCord. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end and wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McCord. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Owls!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up is working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive. Cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will take the field for the first time. The give on the inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. All right, guys, let's take just a second here and talk about UTSA. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Turning it on! And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Just dismissing tackles. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Might as well give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's close. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using the quick game. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Puts it out of the air.
As a former quarterback, guys, I love drag routes down close to the goal line. You're hoping you're going to get a mesh, you're going to get him freed up, and it's a catch and walk in, but the defense makes the tackle there. Now setting up 4th down. Do you have the guts to go back?
Scores on the sneak.
Make no mistake about it. Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. to pass. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Roadrunners want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Roadrunners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Hauls it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Going for 6. Touchdown, Owls! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to Kansas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Roadrunners are in the hurry-up.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You'd love to see DBs tackle like that.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Coates. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Temple lining up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Coates. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on third. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Man, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw on third and short. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UTSA! Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for space. It's Coates. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Russ. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield to the first.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Plows through the defense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Roadrunners in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gets it out quickly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Roadrunners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Pulls and fires complete. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on.
It's a fumble! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Forced out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few.
And those are frustrating. When I'm an offensive play caller and I can't even run a QB sneak for positive yards, I can't fall forward, man, that makes me rethink my whole playbook, for goodness sakes.
They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the...
Touchdown! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Power football with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown Owls. A great catch and run for 6. Been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's got the back in the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Hits the crease. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
Such a big play to score that touchdown, but now you don't have a lot of time to celebrate. You've got to come up with your best 2-point play to send this thing into overtime and give yourself a chance. Who on offense can come up with a big one here with the game on the line?
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw. Release to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.